They claim to know. Well, they have right to their opinion, but they do not, I say, know what they're talking about. And when I hear them, I've critiqued some of them by name. I think you know that in my writing. When I hear these people speaking with such apparent authority, and they're just so sure of themselves, and they're using capital T truth word, it just amazes me that people could be that stupid. I don't mean the people who listen to them and are influenced. People are hungry. I understand that for some relief from the pain of life. I mean, the people go to church also. But how could someone be so stupid as to speak that way, to use the word capital T truth? It's amazing to me. Amazing that there are really people who make a career out of teaching truth. Amazing. There's no critique there at all. There's no understanding of human cognition and how flawed it is and how difficult it is to cognize anything purely and accurately. Really difficult. Even a normal, or not some overarching truth art, but just a normal cognition, like, is that a lake in the distance? We don't really have the tools to come to truth. The human mind was not designed to find truth. Not at all. Not at all.
Right.
The human mind did not evolve to find truth. That is not how it works. That's not how we evolved. And that's the mind that we have is not the mind that evolved for finding truth. It evolved for watching movies. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that. Let me tell you what I mean by that. I know I'm on a rant here, but it's going good, so I'll stick with it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I will. I intend to. I'm very old now. I'm going to be 76 in a few days on Thursday. And
well, early happy birthday.
Thank you. And so at a certain point, you realize, hey, the days are dwindling down, and I have to either say it now or, so that's good. It's a relief to not have to do this forever. So why do I say the brain evolved for watching movies? I'll explain that. So, vibrations in the air and other media, these produce electrical signals in the brain. That's the entire input. The brain itself is in a dark cage, the skull, and has no access to anything except these inputs. Nothing. There is no access. The brain has no access to anything but these inputs. We evolved to make sense of those inputs. We don't know what they really are. We don't know what's really out there. All we know is the inputs. And we have learned that certain inputs mean that's a piece of fruit that I can eat. And another kind of input means that's an animal that I'm afraid of. And the animal has a certain form that I recognize, and the apple has a different form that I also recognize. But that's just a movie. We don't know what those inputs refer to. It could be pure consciousness out there, as some people believe, or there might be a really material world, but that looks entirely different from the world, from the movie that we have made of it. Because our movie is part of an evolved brain production that helps us to survive and reproduce, not to know the truth of anything. Not to know the truth of anything. We have no access to truth. And so as soon as one of these teachers on a stage says, truth, this is truth, Nisargadatta spoke just truth, I go, oh my God, really? That again? So maybe that goes back to the non-duality question. Really, that you're going to talk that way again? I'm out of here.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Wow. Well,
wow, indeed. When I hear myself And that's a point here also. When I speak, I have no idea what I'm going to say next, obviously. Obvious to me. But
Right.
I'm listening to it in the same way that you are. As this flow emerges, I listen to it, and sometimes I think, fuck, wow, Robert. You see, it's astounding, really, that somebody could speak this way and get away with it.
Well, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that you can. And
I'm
I think,
glad I can too. It's a pleasure.
yeah,
It's really
yeah, I'm glad.
having written those two books was a pleasure. I can't tell you how great it is when I look at one of these books now and read it, and I think, wow, did I really write that? Where did all that come from? I have no idea. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's as if someone else wrote those books, and I'm just reading them. And I feel that way when I speak. I don't feel Robert is speaking. I just feel there's this flow of words that's emerging, and no one's really doing it. There's nobody organizing it. There's nobody doing it.
right.
Ideas come together. Some of them were borrowed from other people. Some of them, I don't know where they came from, and out it comes. It's a
Yeah,
flow. It's just a flow. A flow.
yeah.
Yes. Your turn to speak.